So if you get 9 A's, what do you think you will receive from that 9 A's? What will you receive if you get 9 A's?
Happiness.
Happy.
Happiness.
No? Why will you get happy?
Because
Because
for
we
the
worked
efforts
so
we
hard,
put,
Neha.
the fullest result we could get, right?
Yeah, you put all the effort, right? And you got the highest results you could get, right? And then what is the happiness that you get? Okay, you put effort to get something. Now that something should give you happiness because there is a purpose of that. No, now with your 9 A's, what is the purpose? What can you do with that 9 A's?
We can go to the favorite stream we've chosen.
With 9 A's, you can go to the favorite stream. Who said that?
Me, sir, Sarah.
No, no, I'm asking Sarah, who told you that? You know, if you get 9
Me, because
A's,
we need results. We need good results to get into a school, right? If there is no that stream in our school to get admission for a new school.
yeah. So this is what you need to keep in mind, okay? O-level results, the only benefit that you can get through O-level results would be one thing, bragging rights. You will be able to tell your parents will be able to tell my daughter, my son got 9 A's. That is one benefit. The other benefit of O-level results would be you getting a school. So if you are somebody, okay, maybe your school doesn't have a science stream, or so therefore you need to go to another school, and that school will only allow you to come to their school if you get, let's say, 7 A's or 8 A's or 9 A's. That's the only benefit of getting O-level results. If you get 9 S's, okay, let's keep this in mind. If you get 9 S's, let's say you got 9 S's, 9 S's, okay, you got 9 S for O-levels, and for your A-levels, you got 3A. In the O levels, you got 9A, and in your A levels, you got 3A's. This is person A, this is person B. Which one do you think is more valuable?
A.
Person
Person A.
Person A.
Person A, right. Person A is more valuable. You know why? In Sri Lanka or in our government education, the most beneficial education is our university education, which we get for free, right? Our university education, which we get for free, is the most beneficial and advantageous thing that we have in our education system. And what decides whether you go into this free university education? Is it the O
Our
level?
A-level result.
No, it is only the A level result. It is only the A-level results that decide whether you go into a university of your choice. Your O-level results, nobody cares. Literally, no one cares about your O-level results. Like literally, I wouldn't care whether you got 9 A's or 9 S's. The only thing I care is, did you do your weekly paper? Did you do your Anki review and your term marks for your A-level subjects? Why? Because your A-level subject is the only thing that determines which university you go to. If you take medicine, that's what most of you all want to do. No? If you take medicine, you just need, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 6 O-level subjects, and you need simple passes. There are certain streams where you need a C pass for English and stuff like that. But to go into medicine, your O-level subjects, you don't need to get even a single A. The only place you need to get an A is in your A-level subject to get an A for biology, physics, and chemistry to go into medicine. So all that hard work that you put for O levels, yes, once you get 9 A's, you will feel a bit happy. But there is no objective or tangible benefit from it. Maybe if you go to a good school, yes, right? But most of your learning is anyway done through tuition classes, no? Not even through schools. So the only benefit from O levels is your parents will get to brag, and sometimes you go to a good school, maybe like Royal College or St. Peter's or St. Joseph's or something like that. Okay. So if you are worried, right? The main thing now, again, not to take anything away from the students who studied hard to get 9 A's. So you have to keep in mind a person who got 9 S's, very, very rarely will that person get 3A. A person who got 9 A's is the one who is most likely to get 3 A's. Keep that in mind. Okay, it's not a fairy world where, if you get 9 S's, you're going to get 3 A's. If you get 9 A's, you're going to get 3 S's. I'm not going to make a foolish assumption like that. Most of the people who get 3 A's are the ones who have gotten 9 A's. But keep in mind, everybody who got 9 A's is not going to get 3 A's. Okay, everybody who got 9 A's is not going to get 3 A's. I know more than enough people who got 9 A's and got 3S or 3F for their A level subjects. The thing that you need to understand is a person who has done well in their O levels is somebody who cares about their education, who has put some effort into achieving a specific goal. So if you got good results, you need to be happy, not because of your results, because you aimed for something and you got it. That is the only reason you need to be happy with your O-level results. If you got low results, let's say 2 A's, etc., etc., if you got low results, don't think, okay, since I got low results in my O levels, I'm going to get low results in my A levels also. No, O levels and A levels are different. Maybe in O levels. Now, in O levels, did you know about this active recall, spaced repetition, encoding, and stuff like that? Have you heard about this stuff in O levels?
No.
No, you haven't heard of these stuff in O levels. So you did not know how to learn something properly. So if you did not teach a person how to learn in our education system, they don't teach people how to learn. No, what do? Here you have King Parakrama Bahu's story. Here you have, Aramoli, Mayamoli, this poem, that poem. These are the things that they directly shove into your faces. They don't teach you how to learn. So if you do not know how to learn, how are you going to get high results? You are not going to get high results. So if you got, let's say, only 2 A's in O levels, but between O levels and A levels, at that point, in that gap, you learned how to learn. You realized, okay, my life, I want to take control into my own hands. I want to make my own decisions. I want to, succeed through my own effort. I want to work harder than everybody else. I want to prove everyone wrong. When you get that mindset change after O levels, your O level results will place zero significance in your A level performance. If you take most medical students, they have 9 A's, true. But there are people with 5 A's. There are people with 6 A's. So I got 6 A's. I might have gotten even less. I think science, I barely got an A. In science, I think there are 40 MCQs, no? I think I got 29. Right, for you to get an A for science, I think you need to get more than 32 or 33. I got 29. I barely got a A for science. And what am I doing now? I'm teaching one of the hardest subjects in A levels, biology, and I'm doing one of the hardest degrees in Sri Lanka. All almost going to fail, almost not fail, almost not going to get an A for science. O levels is like that. It has no relationship with your A level performance. Sorry, this is not A level, this is the A level. With your A level performance, O levels have no relationship. In your O levels, if you did not care about your education, but as you're starting your journey in A levels, you got inspired by the subject, you became passionate about the subject. That's more than enough for you to succeed in your A level journey. You should not worry about your O level results at all. If you fail the O levels, yes, then you have to do it again. If you got just 1A, 3B, 2C, a 1S or something like that, don't look back. Don't look back. Put all your effort available for your A levels. And that is what determines. Now, over here, the results that you get in your A levels is not just subjective, it is very objective. These 3 A's will help you get into a university of your choice. This is the result that has a value. This result is okay. It's like, now if you take a theme park, this O level is just the entry ticket. A levels is what determines everything. A levels is what determines your future. O levels doesn't determine anything. Maybe the school you go to. That's all. Okay. So if you get 9 A's, good job. Why? Because you had a goal and you achieved it. That is the only reason. If you got 9 S's, no problem. You did not know how to study before. You did not care about your education before. But now you have passion. You want to work hard. You want to prove others wrong. Therefore, you are working harder. Therefore, you're going to do better. That's all. The only thing that matters is what's in here. What's on a result sheet in your O levels doesn't matter. What matters is what's in your result sheet in your A levels. And how are you going to achieve that? By working hard, following the methods that I have told you for each subject. Okay. Right. So don't worry about your O level results and tell this to your parents also that I told. Okay, just because you got a B for science or a C for science doesn't mean you can't do biology. Okay, doesn't mean you can't do maths. If you got a B for science, okay, you learn more, you get better in high levels. That's all. There are many people who there's one doctor from Colombo Medical Faculty. He only got 2 A's for O levels. Sorry, 2 A's. He got 3. He has more A's in his A levels than in his O levels, right? And getting Colombo Medical Faculty means one of the hardest medical faculties to get into, not one of the hardest, the hardest medical faculty to get into. So with such low O-level results, he turned around and made a great performance in A-levels and got successful. So that's all I want you all to tell, that I want to tell you all. Do not worry about your O-level results. Be happy if you got good results, but don't be sad if you got bad results. Okay, it is just an entry ticket. As long as you got that entry ticket, that's more than enough.